My dear friends, welcome back to another SQL class. And in this class, we are going to further see the applications of the string manipulation functions. Okay, so first go to line number one and activate the database. That is class 2. So use class 2 and hit the execute button. Now, in the last class, we saw these applications of concat functions, how to concatenate the ADDR1, then ADDR2, and city values from this particular table, emp2 underscore 2, where we were able to generate a new column known as complete underscore address. And under that column, the values of these fields, such as ADDR1, ADDR2, city, were all concatenated together to give the complete address for all the employees with respect to this table emp2 underscore 2. Then we further saw the application of the substring function, that how it is able to generate the surnames only for all the employees. So we saw the application of substring. Inside the substring we took name. There is the name field of the table emp2 underscore 2. Under the emp2 underscore 2 table there is the name field. We took that. Then we use the char index function and then the length function, and we were able to generate a new column, and that new column comprised of all the surnames of all the 132 employees with respect to this table emp2 underscore 2. If you remember, go to line number 148, and this is what we did in our last class, where see this new column was generated. Here I didn't give any name here. That's why the column name is no column name. And this column comprises or consists of only the surnames of the employees. So all the 132 rows under this column, they basically comprised of the surnames of the employees. Okay, now, so the substring function was used to extract the surnames of the employees, and those surnames were placed under this column no column name, because I didn't give any name here. Now suppose now suppose you have to generate a company email ID. Now, suppose you have to generate a company email ID, and the company email ID format is been given out like the first letter character. The first letter character should be the first letter character of the name. Okay, like suppose here the person's name is Robbie Gupta, so the first letter character is R. That should be taken. Uh, for Sandy Sharma, the first letter character S should be taken, S of Sandy. For Ralu Sharma, the first letter character R should be taken of the name. Okay. So, for example, that's why suppose Robbie Gupta is there, so the first letter character R should be taken, and then that should this first letter character of the name then should be followed by the surname. The surname of Robbie Gupta is Gupta. Okay. So R is taken out from Robbie, and then Gupta is taken out from the surname, and they are concatenated together, R Gupta. And further, the concatenation will have one, like here it is written as 1001. From where are we getting it? We are getting it from the EID column. See, for Robbie Gupta, under the EID column, the value is I1001. So from here, the last four characters, the last four characters, that is 1001, are taken out and then concatenated with this R Gupta. So ultimately it becomes R Gupta 1001, and then further concatenate with the domain name. Domain name is AnalyticNerd.com. Suppose for these 132 employees, the domain name should be @analyticnerd.com, and that should be there at the end, and the first letter character of the name should be taken, followed by the surname, followed by the last four characters of the EID, and then concatenated with the domain name @analyticnerd.com. So for Sandy Sharma, what should be the company email ID generated for this particular person? S of Sandy should be taken out, and then it should be concatenated with Sharma. So you will have something like, say, for example, S, then Sharma. Okay, so S of Sandy should be taken out and then should be concatenated with the surname, which is Sharma. And then for further concatenation, S Sharma should be concatenated with the last four characters of EID. The last four characters of EID are 1002. 1002. The last four characters, okay, of the EID. 1002, and then should be concatenated with the domain name, which is at the rate analyticnerd.com. So like this, for 132 employees, 132 number of mail IDs should be generated. So let us see the procedure. Come to line number 153. Here you see at line number 153, you give the select command. After select, you use the concat function because ultimately all these need to be concatenated. That's why I'm using the concat function here. And the concat function begins from where? Here is the first bracket. Here is the first bracket where the concat function begins, and here you see where it is highlighted in gray, that is this particular bracket. It represents that this is where the concat function ends. So in between this, you will have to concat all these things. Okay, so use the concat function. Concat function begins from here, and it basically ends here. And within this parenthesis of the concat function, you will have to accordingly extract all these things. So inside the parenthesis of the concat function, the first function that I'm using here is left function. Okay, left function does what? Left function will simply extract the characters from the left side of the string, or from the left side of the name values. Okay, so here you use the left function, and then for left function also you have to use parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis you give your string values. Okay, string values mean the name values. The name values will be taken from where? The name values will be taken from the name column. Okay, that's why I placed here name, then comma 1, comma 1. So what does it mean? So left, so this particular area left name comma 1 will basically mean that it will be able, SQL database engine will be able to extract the only one letter character. SQL database engine will be able to extract only one letter character from the left side of the string. String means name values. Like for Robbie Gupta, from the left side, if I go, then the first letter character is what? R, and only one is to be taken. So this R will be taken. Okay. So left name comma 1 will ensure that the SQL database engine will take only one letter character from the left side of the string, from the left side of the name values. Okay, so if you go to Robbie Gupta and look at its left side, then from the left side only one letter character will be taken. So capital R will be taken, capital R of Robbie. If suppose in place of 1 I would have written 2, then what would have happened? Then SQL database engine would have gone to the left side of the string value, that is Robbie Gupta name, and then from the left side it would have picked up two characters. So that means capital R and then O, small o, RO would have been taken. Okay. However, that is not the case here because I'm interested only in the first letter character of the name value. So that's why left name comma 1, that's why left name comma 1 will ensure that from the left side of the string value, that is name value, suppose for Robbie Gupta, the one letter character, for only one letter character will be chosen, which is capital R. Okay, which is the first letter character only. Then left function ends here, and here you have to give the delimiter. After the delimiter, we use the substring function. Okay, we have already seen the substring function, how it operates. Like here at line number 1, at line number 148, if you see substring name comma char index and all this thing, that is along with the length, the same thing I have substituted here. So if you have not checked out that video, then please do check out that video in the playlist where I taught basically how to use this substring function to extract the surnames of employees. So here the same function I'm using it, and it will generate what? It will generate, the substring function will ultimately generate the surnames of all the employees. So for Robbie Gupta, Gupta will be extracted without any space. For Sandy Sharma, Sharma will be extracted thanks to the substring. And with the help of the left function, if you go to this Sandy Sharma, then the SQL database engine will go to the left side of this name Sandy Sharma, and from there it will pick up only one value. That is only one letter character. That is the first letter character, which is capital S. And the substring function will do what? Substring function will ensure that the surnames of all the employees are picked up. Just like, see, in place of name, I just give an example of Robbie Gupta, Sandy Sharma. So similarly, this left function will ensure that the first letter characters of all the names are picked up. Okay, and that will be followed by the substring function, where the substring function will extract out all the surnames of all the employees. And how this works, this I have explained in the previous video. So if you have missed it out, please do check. So for example, in case of Robbie Gupta, R is taken out, Gupta is taken out. So this part is completed, R Gupta. Similarly for Sandy Sharma, the S Sharma has been picked out thanks to the left function and the substring function. Then what remains is the EID part. EID part remains. So for that EID part, what you will do here, the substring function ends. This bracket implicates the substring function ends, and the substring function began from here and ends here. Okay. Now, after the substring function, use the write function, because write function will do what? Write function will extract the characters from the right side of the string. Write function will extract the characters from the right side of the string. So give right here the write function RIGHT, and within the parenthesis of this write function, you give the column that you're interested in. We are interested in the EID column, because from the EID column now I need to generate, or I need to extract the last four characters for all the rows with respect to this EID column. So that is why I've written here EID comma 4. So write EID comma 4 will mean what? Now basically the SQL database engine will extract the four characters. SQL database engine will extract four characters from the right side of the string. That means from the right side of all the EID values. So from the right side of EID values, for example, in case of Robbie Gupta, if you look at its EID value I1001. So write function with respect to EID comma 4 will ensure that the SQL database engine picks up four characters from the right side of the string value. String value is here what? I1001. So from the right side, four characters means 1001. Okay, 1001 from the right side will be picked up. Similarly, for Sandy Sharma, from the right side here, four characters will be taken. That is 1002. Similarly, for Ralu Sharma, with respect to the EID, when I use this write function, then the four characters will be picked up from the right side of this EID value, which is a string value, which is I1003. So from here, four characters will be picked up from the right side of this EID value. That is 1003 will be picked up. Okay, and write function ends here. Write function ends here, and after that, further you have to give the domain name, that is @analyticnerd.com. So the first letter character is picked up. Say for example, for Robbie Gupta, capital R is picked up, then surname is picked up, so you have R Gupta, then 1001 is picked up, and then you have this @analyticnerd.com. So R Gupta 1001 @analyticnerd.com should be concatenated and displayed in the first row. And accordingly, this entire thing, like for Sandy Sharma also, it should be the ultimate output you must get is capital S of Sandy, followed by Sharma, concatenated both of them, then followed by 1002, and then followed by @analyticnerd.com. So entire thing should be concatenated. S Sharma 1002 @analyticnerd.com. And in same way, the email IDs for the rest of the employees will also be generated. Okay, just how the email IDs of Robbie Gupta, Sandy Sharma got generated, similarly in same fashion the email IDs of the rest of the employees will also be generated. And here the concat function ends. Okay, and then the concat function generates a new column, and under that new column you will get all these concatenated values. So I'm placing here the name of that column as company underscore email. Okay, and from which table that you have to give, so comma asterisk, from which table? Now from emp2 underscore to table. So let us select this line 153 and hit the execute button, and you see company underscore email, the name of the column that I gave. Under that you have capital R of Robbie followed by or concatenated with the surname of the person, which is Gupta, concatenated with the last four characters of the EID, that is 1001, concatenated with the domain name at the rate analyticnerd.com. Same goes for Sandy Sharma. Capital S of Sandy concatenated with Sharma, which is the surname, concatenated with the last four characters of the EID, which is 1002, concatenated with the domain name that is at the rate analyticnerd.com. Okay. And similarly, for the rest of the employees also, you can see their email IDs have been generated. Company based email IDs have been generated. Okay. Then come down to line number 155. Now again, this company underscore email is appearing at the very beginning, and I want it to appear at the very end. I do not want it to be the first field. I want it to be the last field. So for that, we know what to do. Select, then asterisk comma you have to give, and after that, the same concat function that we used, that simply you have to reuse here again. Okay, in line number 155, and select line number 155 and hit the execute button. You see company underscore email, this particular field appears at the very end. This is the last field, and here you have the company email IDs for these 132 employees. Okay. Now, instead of substring function, if you want to use some other function, like instead of substring function, I want to use the write function. Then what to do? Now, again, you see, select, go back to our main table. That is line number 143. You go here and select this, and we can have a look at our original table. And in this original table, we do not have the company based email IDs. Now I want to generate the company based email IDs, not with the help of substring function. Okay, so what to do? Select asterisk comma, select asterisk comma, then use the concat function. And as you can see, concat function begins with this parenthesis, and it ends here. Concat function ends here. And inside this parenthesis, you will have to put out all the field names for concatenation. So select asterisk comma will ensure that the output column that you will be able to generate, which is again the name I have given as company underscore email, shall lie at the very end. It will be the last field. Okay. So inside concat function, what to do? Again, the same thing. Left function you have to use, and inside the parenthesis of the left function, you have to write name comma one. Name is the name field from where the name values will be picked up, and name comma one means from the left side of the string values. That is, from the left side of the name values, one character will be taken. So from the left side of Robbie Gupta, if I go, one character will be only taken, which is capital R, which is the first letter character only. Similarly, for Sandy Sharma, SQL database engine will go to the left side of the string value and will pick up one letter character, which is the first letter character, that is S. Same goes for Alu Sharma, where R, capital R, will be picked up. Okay. In this way, for all the other employees also, the first letter character for them will be picked up thanks to this left function. Then you go to this right function. Right function again, for the right function, we are using this parenthesis. Okay. And inside the right function, what you have to give? The name field, so that you can get all your string values, that is name values that you have to give. Okay. So here the name field is there, which represents all the name values, there is string values. Then followed by, there is comma, followed by len. Len of name will give you what? It will give you the length of all the names. It will give you the length of all the names. That is, when name is Robbie Gupta. When name is Robbie Gupta, then len of Robbie Gupta will give you what? Length of Robbie Gupta, which is 12. R is 1, O is 2, B is 3, this B is 4, I is 5, then E is 6, space character is 7, G is 8, U is 9, P is 10, T is 11, A is 12. So what will be the output of len? What will be the output of len name when name is Robbie Gupta? It will be 12. Okay. Minus. Then you have to use the char index function. Okay. Char index function also gives you a number, as we have discussed previously in our videos. Char index function will give you what? It will give you a number. What will that number implicate? That number will basically implicate the index position of your specified character. So char index we use, then inside the parenthesis, inside the parenthesis of this char index function, the particular character that you are interested in, that you have to specify. I have given here the space character. Okay, single inverted commas, and between them you have space, comma, the entire string value you have to give, that is the name field. So right now suppose Robbie Gupta is being processed, so Robbie Gupta will be here. So char index char index space comma Robbie Gupta, it will give you what? It will basically give you a number. That number is what? That number will be the index position of the space character which is there inside Robbie Gupta. So what is the index position of the space character inside Robbie Gupta? R is 1 index position, for O index position is 2, B is 3, this B is 4, I is 5, E is 6, and space character is 7. So the index position of the space character is 7. Okay, so what will be returned here? Char index space comma name, where name is Robbie Gupta, this will return you 7. And here alien lane of name, where name is Robbie Gupta, will return you what? 12. So 12 minus 7 is what? 5. 12 minus 7 is what? 5. Okay, and where does your right function end? Right function, it basically ends here. See, this is the bracket, this is the parenthesis in gray, and this is the closing bracket which is also in gray. So right function begins from here and ends here, and in between what you have? The name value, string value. Okay, for all the rows this will happen subsequently. For example, for Robbie, right now the name is Robbie Gupta, and here lane of name, that is lane of Robbie Gupta, minus char index space comma name, that is char index space comma Robbie Gupta, will ultimately yield what? 12 minus 7, that is 5. So SQL database engine will understand what? It will understand that, okay, from the right side of the name, from the right side of the name, that is with respect to Robbie Gupta, how many characters need to be picked up? 5 characters. Okay, so right now the name value is Robbie Gupta. SQL database engine will understand from this function that, okay, it is written as write, internally is happening, write Robbie Gupta comma 5, right, Robbie Gupta comma 5. So SQL database engine will go to Robbie Gupta, and because there is the right function, and right comma 5 means 5 characters from the right side of the string, so SQL database engine will extract 5 characters from right side of Robbie Gupta. So from right side of Robbie Gupta, 5 characters extracted will be Gupta, Gupta. So Gupta is picked up. So here, did we use the substring function? We did not use the substring function. Previously we used the substring function to extract the surnames, but here you see, in place of substring function, if like this I use my write function, then in this way also I will be able to extract the surnames of the employees. Okay, so this left function will pick up the first letter character for all the names. So for example, for Robbie Gupta, capital R will be taken. Then thanks to this right function overall here, the surnames of all the employees will be picked up. Okay, so Gupta will be picked up, Gupta. In similar fashion, if you calculate and compute and analyze on yourself, you will see for Sandy Sharma also, when the next row value comes in here for name, which is Sandy Sharma, capital S will be picked up thanks to the left function, and Sharma will be picked up thanks to this right function, which I used here in place of the substring function. Sharma will be picked up. Okay, so in this way, for Robbie Gupta, capital R is taken, concatenated, because outside we have this concat function, so ultimately will be concatenated. So capital R picked up and then concatenated with the surname of Robbie Gupta, which is Gupta. So R and Gupta concatenated with each other, then followed by another write function. Why? Because after R Gupta, after this R Gupta, you have to extract the last 4 characters of the EID, and for Robbie Gupta, the EID value is I1001 and the last 4 characters are 1001. So that is why I have used here further again write function. And for this write function, what I have written here inside the parenthesis, EID comma 4. So the SQL database engine will understand that, okay, it will now go to the EID column of Robbie Gupta and it will attack the EID value of Robbie Gupta. EID value of Robbie Gupta is I1001, and from the right side it will pick up 4 characters. From right side of the EID value of I1001, SQL database engine will pick up 4 characters. Okay, SQL database engine will pick up 4 characters from the right side of this string value. So 1001 will be picked up because from the right side 4 characters will be picked up. Okay, so from the right side, the four characters are definitely 1001 of this EID value. So R Gupta 1001 gets concatenated, and then at the end, after the write function has ended, you will have to give the domain name, which is at the rate analyticnerd.com. Okay, so ultimately we'll have R Gupta 1001 at the rate analyticnerd.com. And similarly for other employees also it will happen, like for Sandy Sharma, S Sharma 1002 at the rate analyticnerd.com, and dot 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 for all the rest of the employees also. In this way, company email ID will be generated, and here you have to specify the name of the new column which will be generated, and the table from which you are taking all these field values. So table is emp2 underscore 2, and the name of the new column is company underscore email. Okay, now go to line. This is line number 157. Select this and let's check it out. Execute button you have hit, and you see this. We get the company underscore email values for all the employees. R Gupta 1001 at the rate analyticnerd.com. S Sharma 1002 at the rate analyticnerd.com. So in this way, just by specifying the fields, or the all the corresponding row values will be taken accordingly and shall be processed. And this is how you will be able to generate the company email IDs for all the employees. Okay. So that's it for this video, guys. If you have liked it, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button and press the bell icon for further notifications. So thank you.